assignment is just setting out some revision materials that you may want to look at. So let's think of how you're feeling, okay? And revision can help and fit into that. My advice is, if you're feeling really, really stressed, if revision is used well, it can sometimes make you feel like you're doing something, and in doing something, you don't feel as stressed, okay? So you're tackling whatever it is. Just if you're worried about the sick rows, then read the website that I've suggested about it, and you should feel a little bit better about it, okay? If you do too much revision, you will start to stress yourself out, and that is the moment when you should stop. So now, honestly, I mean, with my third years, I've been doing letter to your past self as a task, okay? And honestly, if I could speak to my 17, 18-year-old self when I was sitting my exams in school, I would say to them, myself, I would say, you know, when you get that moment when nothing is going in and you panic and you start to feel really upset, stop. You should have stopped before then, actually. You should have seen, when you realise that nothing's going in, just go and have a break. And it took me years and years and years to realise having that break will actually enable you to work much better the next day, or whenever it is you choose to come back to it. So what I used to do was I used to like get really upset and try and revise, and then get into a state, and then my mum had to take me out in the car to like distract me, take me on a ride, like obviously no lockdown, no pandemic back then, take me to McDonald's or something to cheer me up, and then by the time I'd come back and pull myself together, hours had passed, and I was in a real bad mood then, you know. Wouldn't it have been better if I had done my half hour, an hour, and that's it? No. That's what I would say to my former self. It's taken me years to figure that out. Also, another really important tip is, if you do revise anything, think of the amount of time you're revising, instead of thinking of how many things you've revised. So for example, say now you don't like imagery and you look at the PowerPoint on close reading and look at the imagery section, and it takes you a good 30 minutes just to even figure out what on earth's going on. And then you do like a couple of questions and you get them wrong, but you look back at the answers and you and then you think, oh no, I've only done one type of question. You shouldn't think like that. You should think, I have spent an hour hardcore thinking, well done me. Do not think about the number of tasks, think about the amount of minutes you've used tackling something. Okay, really, really, that is another hack that I keep using from, I would say, to my past self. So today there's a couple of revision suggestions for each part of the course. Mix and match them. Do them when you're starting to feel a little bit worried, but please only do them in half an hour slots. Don't just, take your time over them. Don't just like Easter eggs. If you eat 10 Easter eggs all at once, you're going to feel sick and feel upset. So don't do that. Right. Hope you do have a good Easter, and I hope you have lots of Easter eggs. Especially, I'm quite snobby. I'm not snobby really. It's just Nestle, not the same. What the best chocolate is Cadbury all the way. So I hope you have lots of Cadbury Easter eggs, and remember, revision is like chocolate. Don't do too much, otherwise you feel sick.